Okay, so you're probably going to say that there's no way you are getting this eyeshadow palette because of its price. And believe me guys, I did the same thing. But something happened. Man, oh man, I couldn't sleep because of this color. The shade, my goodness, I don't know what it is. I just said literally the same thing. Like, I'm never gonna get that because of its price. Like, for that amount of eyeshadow, for that size, it's $81 Canadian. Oh my god. But I don't know why. Like, when I saw this, I just couldn't stop it. I kept thinking about the shade, I kept thinking about the color, and just looking at swatches and everything, I was like, oh my god, I don't have anything like that. I don't have a green color on my eyeshadow, and this just looks so beautiful. So guess what, I got it, but it helped because I did use some code, and this one is a regular price. So if you can use a code and you really wanted it, of course some discount would matter, and especially with this kind of launches, it is a limited edition. So I do have a code for you guys that you can use as well. That is a 15% off on a new account. So make sure that you use that if you really wanted to get this, because I feel like it's a beautiful one, and you can see how the palette looks like over here. So I'm gonna give you a swatch, of course, don't worry about that close-up look of the product. And you're probably also thinking, like, for the packaging as well, I've seen a lot of comment like they don't like the packaging, it looks cheap, it looks like it's not like Charlotte Tilbury. But there is a reason behind this, and I'm also gonna tell you why I apply this eyeshadow today. So first of all, let's give you a close-up look of this product, the packaging, and the swatches. Okay guys, so here is a close-up look. So you can see how beautiful the color story is, and just gonna give you a close-up look of the packaging as well. It's like clear plastic, and then at the back here is her shades. It's not super heavy, but the plastic that she used, it's sort of, it's still lightweight, and the reason why, so let me tell you that later, why is this a clear plastic, but let me give you a swatch now. Okay, going in on to the upper line from left to right. Okay, so there it is. Second color, third, second row, okay, last but not the least, third row. Okay, so take a look at the swatches. So it looks like she has two mattes in here, some satin, some crystal, diamond that she called. We discuss everything later, but just look at the swatch. Alright, let's go ahead and apply this. Alright guys, so you have seen the swatch, and I have to say it swatches really, really good, especially the mattes. I thought that the darker shades would not match like properly because it would be patchy, but it's not. And I also kind of swatched it already for my Instagram, so I know that the formula is creamier, it's very easy. So today it is a review, so I'm gonna tell you 100% how I feel about this palette, especially with its controversial price point. Okay, so I prepped my eyes already with this MAC Paint Pot. This is the shade Soft Ochre, and also set it with a powder. Now let's go ahead and jump into the eyeshadow. I'm going to use the very light shade right here. It is a matte finish. So this is, she called it is a silky matte. Picking it up, it's slightly powdery, so just don't put too much. And I'm just gonna place this on my crease and blend it. Okay, so as you see, that is the first kind of swipe that I did, or dip, and I'm just gonna dip it up a little bit more. Alright, so that is the second dip that I did, and it definitely gives me color. So this transition that I have, it is slightly on the color tone, so you be careful with what kind of color are you going to pair with this. And the next shade that I'm going to grab is this shade right here. It's the darker one, and I'm really gonna play with the green colors right here because this is the reason why I got the eyeshadow in the first place, because of all its green. And I really don't have. If you look at all my eyeshadow palette, it's all about warm. I have pink, I have neutrals. Like I have a lot of browns and neutrals, so I don't have any greens. I do have some gold and bronze, but yeah, like nothing green. So I wanted to show you how it looks like today. So I'm gonna kind of deepen up the corner. So far so good. I don't see any patches. It applies really good. Okay, so that is the second shade. As you see, it dipping it up. I had, you know, two dip and it gives me color. So it's really pigmented and it's so easy to apply. Now, I'm going to go ahead and apply this like green right here in the middle. But I'm gonna pick that up with a different brush, clean brush, because I wanted to see how this look like. It is a shimmery one or like a metallic shade, so be careful. I'm just gonna put this one into sort of mid, halfway through my eyelid, but not all the way in. So I'm just packing it in. Okay, so that is the green, the darkest green in the middle. Now I'm gonna pick up another shade right in the front. I'm gonna put this one right here, the light green, in the front to see how this one looks like. So I'm getting a little bit of fallout on this one, and I'm just gonna remove that right away. And you can try to apply this with finger, which is I'm gonna do now. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so that is the sort of green in the very first one on the last row, the third row. It's yellow green, and the one in the middle, it has this like green, blue, emerald. I think this is the shade that they name the palette after. It's so pretty. Oh my god. Alright, you guys, that is the shade that I tried. So that is 4 shades. We didn't even get to the other 5 shades, and I created that already. I am going to finish the other eye, and when I come back, we're going to talk about the palette. Okay guys, so here is the finished look of the eyeshadow. What do you think? I feel like it's so pretty and it's something so different. So now, let's talk about why I feel like there's something special about this eyeshadow and why is this the clear packaging, like I keep saying. So looking at it, I was actually reading a lot of it on their website because I was so intrigued. Like, why is this so freaking pricey and why is it clear eyeshadow? I've never seen Charlotte Tilbury release a palette like this. Normally her packaging are like crazy beautiful, like pretty and like over the top, like really luxury feeling, and this one is so different. So that's why I feel like I have to read something. Maybe there's something in it. So the reason why it is a clear eyeshadow, because this is actually inspired by a makeup artist, like a pro makeup artist, because a lot of makeup artists, when they put some product on their kit, you cannot actually see what color you have. So they can see already the color of the eyeshadow palette. And this is approved and tested during like fashion week, you know, at the backstage where all the makeup artists do the model makeup. So this is the reason why it is clear, and there is a 9 pan. So it is $81, and if you use any code or my code if you prefer, which is I thank you if you do, you can get 15% off. And this is literally like maybe around $8 to $7 each pan if you do use a discount code. So the reason why I feel like this is so special, because when I was finishing my eye makeup, I was like, I remember she said that you can just like pack this in, you can put any shade or anything you want, and I exactly did what she said, and this is how it looks. You know, I'm just kind of processing the thought, and I wanted to share it to you so much. And before, the reason why I also don't have a lot of green eyeshadow is just because I don't seem to like the look of it. I just feel like it's so ashy on me. I just feel like it doesn't look good on me. But not this one, especially these three greens on the bottom. So I use the one in the front, and then the middle is slightly like right there. And then I put this one on top of it because I feel like I want it a little bit more brighter and kind of like more sparkly in there, like more magic. So I did that, and I used these two dark shades right here as my eyeliner just to kind of diffuse all in there. And it doesn't look muddy in my opinion. I'm not sure, maybe you guys are gonna say it's muddy, but looking at it, oops, with the light and everything, it's honestly so pretty. It's really, really pretty. And let me just put a blush so that I can finish this look and it will make sense. It's really pretty, especially if you kind of wear this with the right lipstick. I feel like that is so special. And like I said earlier, that was so easy to blend, so easy to work with. I just kind of like dab in, and it just looks so pretty. I feel like even you're not an expert when it comes to blending, this eyeshadow would look so pretty because of all the duochrome, triochrome, and everything in here. So now I'm going to just apply the lip and show you guys the whole look. This one is from Charlotte Tilbury as well. This is the Air Brush in the shade Honey. So this is a lot more brown orangey, so it would look good with this color. So yes, that is the thing, that I feel like this is something special. And I'm not saying this because, you know, I have a code. I'm saying this because I really think that it is worth it. And like I said, for this palette, it is $81, and with a code it helps a little bit. But like I said, if it's too much for you, you don't have to. But it's special. This is my case. I don't have anything green in my collection, and I think that this is really, really pretty. And the fact that it is created for makeup artistry, backstage, fashion week, and everything, this means that this palette is actually a really good quality palette, because you don't use an eyeshadow palette in a fashion runway or like a backstage, because everything there has to show, especially the shimmer, especially the, she called it like a diamond something and everything. You can read all her description on her website, but I have to say that she probably do this packaging for the reason of you can see the product inside, but more likely to give a really good quality product and spend less on the packaging. So I would say that is such a great idea, and it's not the first time that, you know, a lot of brands did that. But for Charlotte Tilbury, it's just shocking because we think of her packaging very fancy, luxury, but this time it's like this. But there is a reason behind it. So that's it from me today. Here is the final look, and I hope you enjoy. Please give this video a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys!